What's going on, you guys? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you with your AEW Dynamite review on Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. Tonight's Dynamite show took place live from Huntsville, Alabama, and boy, this show tonight was fantastic. This was a fantastic show from AEW tonight in Alabama. 3 weeks before AEW Revolution. We had lots of great stuff happen tonight. We had Jon Moxley versus Ortiz. We had the Best Friends versus SCU. We had that 8-man tag team match. A lot to go over on that one. And then, of course, the 10 lashes that Cody took from MJF. Very emotional, very, uncomfortable to watch. I felt like at points, I was like, man, what if I was in Cody's shoes right now? Taking those 10 lashes from MJF. Feeling how my back would be in the morning. How he rallied the troops at the end of the show to come out and support him. We'll go over it, man. We'll go over it. Lots to go over. I got a big smile on my face tonight. Tonight was just a fantastic show. Tonight was a fantastic show. I love shows like this. I love, and the energy. I felt like the Alabama crowd. I saw a few pictures. Pictures during the show. Lots of, I don't want to be negative over here, but lots of empty seats in the arena. But that crowd was still on fire tonight, so they made the show much better. Before I dive right into AEW Dynamite tonight, make sure you guys go check out last week's videos, such as my SmackDown review on the Big Fight Field channel, and last week's news and rumors video, which I did on Sunday, the firing of George Barrios and Michelle Wilson. So, if you haven't already, go check out those videos. I would very much appreciate it. Man, I got too much to get into tonight, so I'm not wasting any time. Let's get in this. We started off the night with Jon Moxley versus Ortiz, which was a good match in my eye. We'll bring that up in a little bit. A good match to start off the show tonight with Moxley getting the win with a nice paradigm shift. The way he got it was very nice. And of course Moxley was going to get the win over Ortiz. Obviously, he's facing Chris Jericho in 3 weeks for the AEW World Championship, and I like how they're giving him the road to, Revolution. He's going through the entire Inner Circle. He's going through Sammy Guevara. He's going through Ortiz tonight, and we'll get to the other one in a little bit, but I like the fact that they did not make this a squash match. Because they could have very well made this a 4-minute match. Instead, it was a nice 12-minute match with Ortiz putting on a good performance against Moxley. And he showed you that he could go as a single superstar. So that was a very, very nice. Yeah, like I said earlier, Moxley got the win with the paradigm shift. After the match, Santana goes to attack Jon Moxley. He takes a paradigm shift. He sells it very nicely. And then Jon Moxley has got that 4GT key in his pocket. By the way, Chris Jericho's on commentary. Fantastic as always, because he's Chris Jericho. So he's telling Jake Hager and Sammy Guevara to go get Moxley. And they don't get down there in time. So Moxley stabs the key into Santana's eye. That was awesome. And he screamed out, "Eye for an eye," meaning you want to take out my eye. Now I'm gonna take out Santana's eye. That that was awesome. That was an awesome spot, and it's set up for next week's match, which Santana cut an excellent promo later into the night for his match next week against Jon Moxley on AEW Dynamite. Jon Moxley's probably going to win that one. I think it's going to be very similar to this match with Ortiz. Very, very good stuff, man. Very good stuff. Best Friends versus SCU. This was a great tag team match. I mean, great. Best Friends. Best Friends are really underrated, man. I was not really a big fan of Best Friends when I first started watching AEW, but then I don't know. Once Orange Cassidy kind of joined in with them, it kind of clicked for me, and I've liked them ever since that Orange Cassidy has joined them. But they faced SCU for a second time tonight. First time they faced them in Philadelphia, where the show I was at. That was, again, a great match. I would have to say that match was better than this match because of the storytelling purposes, but this was still a great match. SCU got the victory over Best Friends, riding their momentum out. There was a couple nice spots in there where Scorpio Sky threw Trent into the barricade, and Trent came back to the clothesline, and then a double stomp to Sky, and then Kazarian and Chuck Taylor did a spot where all four of them were laying down, and an Orange Cassidy came in, and he just laid down with all of them. That was funny. He's unbelievable, man. He is really unbelievable. Towards the end, Best Friends, they go for the hug. They go for the finisher on Frankie Kazarian. Scorpio Sky counters, and I think it was Frankie Kazarian rolled up Trent for the 1-2-3. It was SCU getting the victory over the Best Friends. Like I said, great tag team match between these two tag teams. And after the match, the Dark Order came out, and they attacked SCU and Best Friends until Christopher Daniels came in for the save. And once Christopher Daniels came in, the Dark Order walked out of the ring, and they didn't want to deal with Christopher Daniels. So, and he's not even laying down, asking for them to fight him. So, I mean, I didn't really like this attack. It did nothing for me. It felt dull. I feel like we've seen the same thing over and over again with the Dark Order with these attacks. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like, can we do new stuff with the Dark Order? Like, I like this feud, but I feel like they keep doing the same boring stuff with the attacks on SCU, the Young Bucks, Try something different. It does certainly seem like we're going to be getting SCU versus the Dark Order at AEW Revolution on February 29th. And could Christopher Daniels be the Exalted One? Could Christopher Daniels be the Exalted One in the Dark Order? I'm still going with Matt Hardy, man. I am still going with Matt Hardy to be the Exalted One in the Dark Order. But we shall see. We shall see. Britt Baker versus Yuka Sakazaki. Yuka won with her roll-up. The match was about 4 minutes. I feel like we say this over and over again whenever Britt Baker is in the ring during a match. But Britt Baker sucks in the ring. I'm sorry. She had so much promise with being the first female to be signed to AEW. She had lots of promise. But man, I don't know. She's green. I don't want to... I don't want to think of her as Lacey Evans, but she's pretty bad. She's pretty bad, man. She's not that good. She needs more training, and people on Twitter tonight have been saying that Britt Baker's heel attitude. I'll just talk about what happened first, then I'll talk about Britt Baker. But after the match, Britt goes to attack Yuka, puts her teeth in between the rope, and stomps down on Yuka's head. And Yuka's mouth is all bloodied up, and then Britt Baker puts in the lockjaw. So the match really wasn't that good, but the ending was great, I thought. I thought the ending was great, where Britt Baker showed a lot of viciousness in her character, and put Yuka's teeth in between the ropes, stomped down on her head. Very, very vicious from Britt Baker. I like that side of Britt Baker a lot. I really did. But as I was saying earlier, I saw someone on Twitter tonight say that Britt Baker's heel character is so good that she should be the next AEW Women's Champion. I'm not sure who this was. I wasn't really paying attention. But I was like, I gotta bring this up. And yes, her character is pretty good as a heel. But bruh, she's gotta get better in the ring before she becomes AEW Women's Champion, because her ring style is not championship material whatsoever. You want to talk about good in-ring style and it's championship material? Look at Chris Statlander. Okay? Look at Hikaru Shida. Those two should be the next ones. One of them should be the next one to take the championship off of Riho. But we'll get to that in a little bit later in the review. 8-man tag. The Butcher and the Blade teaming up with the Lucha Brothers to face the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Adam Hangman Page. First thing that we see from the Elite is the theme song comes on, and Hangman just storms to the ring. Does not come out with the Elite. So right then and there, we know that stuff's gonna happen. And there certainly was miscommunications during the match. This was fantastic. This was a fantastic 8-man tag, and I thought was the best thing on the entire show up until the last thing we've seen. But this was fantastic, man. From the performances of all 8 guys and the storytelling with the Elite, this was top notch. This might have been one of the best 8-man tags I've seen in a long time. I'm not joking when I say that. This might have been one of the best 8-man tags I have seen in a long time. Lucha Brothers with them, some outstanding offense. The Butcher was going for a cover on Kenny Omega, I think. And Pentagon just jumped on the Butcher's back and gave Nick Jackson a Canadian Destroyer. That was pretty crazy. Ray Phoenix being the king of the ropes. Sorry, Gran Metalik, you are not the king of the ropes. Ray Phoenix is. Gran Metalik, give me a break. Just fantastic, man. And I'll get to the ending point right now. So the Young Bucks are going in for a super kick on the Butcher. Hangman tags himself in, goes for the buckshot lariat, misses, and then Kenny Omega hits the V-trigger on the Butcher, and then I want to say one of the Lucha Brothers, Ray Phoenix, does a cutter on the Kenny Omega, and then the Bucks super kick Ray Phoenix, and then Pentagon gets involved. So crazy stuff going in. And then Pentagon gets the tag. Hangman hits a move on the Pentagon. Both of the Young Bucks are standing on the apron, waiting for a tag. And Hangman's like, nah, I got this. Turns around, takes a move from Pentagon. The Blade and the Butcher take out the Young Bucks. Lucha Bros hit their finisher. 1, 2, 3. Blade and the Butcher and the Lucha Brothers defeat the Elite and Hangman Page. This was fantastic. This was a fantastic 8-man tag, just like I said before. And, you know, we got a tag team battle royal in 2 weeks in Atlanta, with the winner facing Hangman and Kenny at AEW Revolution. I'm just going to say right now, I see the Young Bucks winning the battle royal, and I think it's going to be the Young Bucks versus Kenny and Hangman at AEW Revolution. It should. That's what I think is going to happen. I think the Lucha Brothers should really win the battle royal, man. I don't know about you, but like, I want to see more of them. They're too good to not be, they're too good not to be on the pay-per-view, And if they're not on the pay-per-view, that's going to be strange. And I definitely do feel like that Kenny Omega and Hangman Page versus the Lucha Brothers is a pay-per-view money match. Yes, I know we've seen it before on the December 18th episode of Dynamite from Corpus Christi, Texas. But that's a pay-per-view worthy match that I would love to see for the tag team titles. But what after tonight and the tensions between Omega and Page, and Omega was defending Page on this instance, not the Young Bucks. That was interesting. So you can almost pretty much guarantee that the Young Bucks are going to win that Battle Royal in 2 weeks, and it's going to be the Young Bucks versus Kenny and Hangman for the AEW Tag Team titles at Revolution. And that is when we're going to get the Adam Page heel turn on Kenny Omega. That's going to be awesome. That is definitely going to be awesome. After we get back from commercial break, Kenny Omega is standing in the ring with Tony Schiavone, and he's about to talk, and Tony hears something. It says, I think there's something going on in the back, and they play Pac on the Titantron. So Pac is standing there. He said, what can I do to get another match with you? Clearly, Michael Nakazawa means nothing to you. So he's got Riho standing right next to him. And he says, I'm not going to touch Riho. I'm not a bastard. My name is the Bastard, but I'm not going to beat up a woman. So Kenny says, okay, match. Okay, Pac, enough. You got the match. Against Pac's got the match against Omega, okay? So Pac walks away. In comes Nyla Rose, powerbombs Riho, try to put her through a table, but she didn't go through the table. So that set up 2 matches for the next few weeks. Next week, we're getting Nyla Rose versus Riho for the AEW Women's Championship. That's something I really want to talk about real quick. Yes, I like Nyla Rose. She is the number 1 contender in the women's division. But I do not want to see this match again. Like, we saw this on the first episode of Dynamite, and it was good and all. But I just feel like I do not want to see Nyla Rose versus Riho again. And if I had to give a prediction, I think that this is going to be some interference, and Riho is going to end up with the Women's Championship at the end of next week. And if I had to give you a prediction for the match at Revolution, I think it's going to be a multi-women match. I think it's probably going to be a fatal four-way with probably Riho, Nyla Rose, Hikaru Shida, and Britt Baker. Oh, wait, no, we've already seen that. We've seen that on January 1st. I don't know what my prediction is, but all I know is I'm going for a multi-women match at AEW Revolution, and I'm going for Riho to somehow retain next week versus Nyla Rose. Kip Sabian versus Joey Janela. This was a good match, but boy, I did not care. I did not care about Kip Sabian versus Joey Janela. One, because they didn't promote the match during the week. Why would they not want to promote a match that they've been building up for the past few weeks, ever since the first episode in 2020? Why would you not want to promote it, you know? At least, if you promote it, you got people talking about it, predicting about it, and then they're going to show a little bit of interest. But I don't know, I just did not care about this match. Yes, it was good and all, but I did not care because I just wanted to see the lashes. So, I'm just going to fly by right this. At the end, Joey Janela goes for a move on Kip Sabian. Sabian ducks out of the way. Janela hits Penelope Ford. Sabian rolls up Janela. 1, 2, 3. Sabian gets the win over Joey Janela. And, it was a good match. But, I just didn't care. I didn't care. I do think after tonight's shenanigans finish, non-clean finish, I should say, we probably are going to get this match again. I would have to say at AEW Revolution. Probably on the pre-show. I would not put this on the main card because I think the main card is going to be stacked for Revolution. We'll get to that in a few weeks when the time comes. Finally, man, finally. Oh my God. 10 lashes. Cody's got to take 10 lashes from MJF. This was perfect. This was a perfect segment. It was also uncomfortable and very emotional for tons of people. I know a person on Twitter. Her name is Tiffany. She's a huge AEW fan. Shout out to you if you're watching it. If you're watching this video, probably not, but she's a huge Cody Rhodes fan, and I'm pretty sure she was pretty damn emotional watching her favorite wrestler get whipped 10 times to the back. So MJF comes out, and then Cody comes out, and then MJF says, I don't want to whip you with my belt because my belt's very nice and expensive. I want to do it with your belt. So Cody thinks about it, and he says, do you want the match at Revolution? So Cody takes the belt off, gives it to him, takes his shirt off, spreads his arms open, and lets MJF hit him. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. After the 3rd hit, the Blade and the Butcher come out with the bunny. And all of a sudden, Kip Sabian comes out, and Britt Baker, and I think Sammy Guevara came out. But the heels, some of the heels on the AEW roster, they all came out, and they watched Cody get whipped by MJF. Then hit number 4, and then hit number 5. Cody starts falling to the mat in excruciating pain. He's unconscious. Arn Anderson comes out to coach up Cody, and MJF says, "You can't coach him up, Arn. What are you going to do now?" Dustin comes out. He comes in the ring, stares down MJF. MJF takes a microphone and says, "You can't do anything about this. Get out of my ring right now before I do something about it." So Dustin, no, get out of my ring and watch your little brother get whipped by me. So he gets out of the ring. 6 lashes. 7 lashes. The Young Bucks come out. The Young Bucks come out, cheer up Cody. The crowd is getting behind Cody, saying, "Come on, you have 3 more hits to take, or 3 more lashes to take from this jerk." He takes 2 more. His back is messed up, man. Especially right here in the right shoulder level. His back is all messed up and all red. Cody's got 1 more hit. He's laying on the ground. He's unconscious. He's facing toward the aisleway. Out comes Brandy Rhodes, his wife, the leader of the Nightmare Collective. So Brandy's like holding Cody's hand. She's like, "Come on, Cody. You got 1 more hit to take, and then you're 1 step closer to the match at Revolution." He kisses Brandy's hand. He lets go. He stands up. MJF hits him in the head, or like right here toward the neck. MJF hits him in the head, and Cody falls down. MJF's got this mean, nasty look on his face, like, how did this dude last 10 hits to the back, or 10 lashes to the back? He's all angry, he's all pissed. Wardlow's with him. Everybody's cheering that Cody lasted 10 lashes from MJF. He stands up. MJF's pretending to walk away. He gives Cody a low blow, and then him and Wardlow sprint through the crowd and up to the seats. And that's the way we close AEW Dynamite from Huntsville, Alabama. Like I said, man, fantastic show. A fantastic show tonight. Outside of the match between Britt Baker and Yuka Sakazaki, I pretty much loved everything on this show. I thought it was great. And we got a stacked show next week from Austin, Texas, which is, we got Jon Moxley versus Santana, Nyla Rose versus Riho for the AEW Women's Championship, and SCU versus Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And that is my AEW Dynamite review right here on the Big Fight Fuel channel tonight. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel, so we will have some great content out for you guys for this month in February. Make sure to like this video with a super kick. Comment down below what you thought of this week's episode of AEW Dynamite live from Huntsville, Alabama. Share this video with your friends on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Joseph Conlon. Follow Eddie on Twitter at Eddie Mullins. And I will see you guys right back on the Big Fight Fuel channel right here for your NXT review. Have a good night, guys.